Hello, family. Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for your attention. Not taken for granted in any way. I appreciate you. All right. My name is Michael Ojola for Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift, I want us to keep one more thing. Yesterday, we spoke about keeping your gratitude on. So today, we talk about one thing that I want you to keep today. One thing that I believe if we keep today, it will help increase the overall well-being of our lives. It will make our life more meaningful. All right. So let me anchor today's episode on this statement. One thing to keep today. Keep your self-doubt off. Keep your self-doubt off. One thing for you to keep today, keep your self-doubt off. Off it, totally. Off self-doubt. Keep it off. Keep it off. Do not on it at all. Keep it off. Keep your self-doubt off. So today we are going to explore how you can do this, all right? How you can keep your self-doubt off. Let me say this. Self-doubt is a common feeling that can hold us back from achieving our goals, all right? It can hold us back from living our best lives. However, I need you to hear me here. There are ways for you to keep self-doubt from taking over. I did not say you should eradicate them. I don't think it is possible. It is improbable. Let me not say impossible. Let me say it is highly improbable for you to keep self-doubt from plaguing you. We are humans. We are flawed. That's what makes us conscious. That's who we are. That's what makes us human. All right. Self-consciousness and self-doubt is part of our life, but you can keep them off. At least for today, you can keep self-doubt from taking over your mental health, for taking over your emotional intelligence, for taking over your physical dexterity, for taking over your spirituality. Self-doubt can be kept at bay. All right. So I will share with us tips on how you can keep this self-doubt off. This is what I do. This is what I'm learning every single day to do. So I'm sharing it with you as I'm sharing it with myself also. Do you understand? You'll be surprised how often I listen to this podcast over and over again to learn. Even though I'm the one recording this, but I am learning also because this is about my life as it is about yours. So number one way for you to keep self-doubt off is for you to acknowledge it, all right? Acknowledge it on the light of your life and acknowledge the fact that you're doubting yourself right now. It's important to recognize when you are experiencing self-doubt. It's important for you to do that. If you don't do that, you won't be able to take steps to address it. What you acknowledge, you are able to identify, and what you identify, you can rectify. Do you understand? Whatever you acknowledge, you are able to identify. And what you are able to identify, the problem you are able to identify, you have the power to rectify. So acknowledge your feelings. All right, acknowledge your feelings and thoughts. Acknowledge them. But this is it. Do not let them control you. That doesn't mean you shouldn't acknowledge them. Yeah, you acknowledge your self-doubt. That's when you can off it. Okay, so that's the first thing I will tell you to do. That's what I will recommend that you do. Acknowledge that you have this. Acknowledge your feelings. Don't deny how you feel. That's one thing. I'm not saying you should act out your feelings. That's immature and ridiculous. No, do not deny your feeling. That's when you can control your expression. That's when you can get your emotions under wraps. So acknowledge your self-doubt. Then you challenge them. Challenge negative thoughts. When you notice negative thoughts, when you notice your self-doubt is creeping into you right now, when you are trying to do something that will take you forward, when you are trying to do something that will enhance the quality of your life, and you notice that negative thoughts, self-doubt is creeping in, challenge them with evidence. Challenge them with evidence that contradicts them. Challenge them with evidence that contradicts them. For example, if you're thinking that you're not good enough, I'm not good enough, remind yourself of times when you've succeeded. There is nobody in this life that has all failure all through. No, there are moments, you might have more failure than successes, but there are moments of successes. Remind yourself of those times when you've succeeded. Remind yourself of those times when people have acknowledged things about you, when you've done a very incredible job for your customer and they've said, whoa, you've done well. Most times I listen, I scroll through chats of people that have added coaching value to, and what they say, I use that to reinforce my positivity. All right, I use that to reinforce my confidence in my ability. Oh, you don't. Everybody is plagued with these negative thoughts and self-doubt, like I said before. So there is no time that you will get to the state of mind and say, oh, I'm perfect right now. No, you will always be plagued once in a while when you are trying to be audacious and do something bigger than you've been accustomed to. Your mind and your body and your psychology, your philosophy, everything in you will tell you cannot do it. But remind yourself of times when you've succeeded. Remind yourself of times when you've received positive feedback from people. Also, you should practice self-compassion. All right, self-doubt and self-compassion doesn't always are mutually exclusive. They don't always mix. So practicing self-compassion will help you turn your self-doubt off. Treat yourself with kindness. All right, treat yourself with compassion as you would a friend. That's why most people don't have friends. You know why? Because they don't even treat themselves well. So it's difficult for them to treat other people well. Then they get jealous of people that have many friends. I mean, many quality friends, not just acquaintances. All right. So treat yourself well. When you treat yourself well, you are able to treat other people well. And as you treat other people well, you are able in turn to treat yourself well. So it becomes a very positive circle. Recognize that everyone experiences self-doubt, like I said before. Every one of us experiences self-doubt at various times in our life, and it is normal part of human experience. All right, it is normal. So when you know it is normal, it's easy for you to be self-compassionate. When you know self-doubt, negative thoughts and feelings, they are normal. It's part of humanity. It's part of what we go through. It's part of our human experience. Then you will be able to be self-compassionate. All right. So practicing self-compassion will help you to keep your self-doubt off. Focus on your strength. That's another way for you to even practice self-compassion. But let me say it as a point on its own. Focus on your strengths. What are you good at? All right. What do you know how to do well? So instead of dwelling on your weaknesses, instead of dwelling on your perceived failures, focus on your strengths. All right. Focus on the things that you are very good at. Focus on the things that you do extremely well. I'm not saying you shouldn't improve on your weaknesses. I'm not saying you shouldn't be better at your failures or whatever. But I'm saying spend most of your time, 80-20 Pareto principle. Spend 80% of your time on your strengths. All right. And 20% working on your weaknesses. Do you understand me? Focusing on your strength will boost your confidence and will definitely reduce your self-doubt. Do you understand? When you know you are good at something and you keep doing what you are good at, like you become a master at it, it will boost your confidence, because confidence most times comes from skills. If you are not a skillful person, being lacking skills have direct correlation to lacking confidence. So when you are good at something, it boosts your confidence. And when your confidence is being boosted, your self-doubt will reduce. So another thing I will tell you is take action. Always execute on your goals. Take action on anything you plan to do it immediately. Sometimes the best way to overcome self-doubt is just to take action. All right, set small goals and take steps towards achieving them. I did not say dream small. I say set small goals. All right, they are two different things. Have big dreams, but let those big dreams be broken down into small goals that you can take steps immediately to achieve. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Celebrate your successes. It will help you build your momentum. It will help you with self-confidence. It will help and increase your self-esteem. And when your self-esteem increases, self-doubt will remain off. Finally, surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people that will uplift you. Spend time with people that will support you. I'm not saying they will support your mediocrity. I'm not saying they will support your negativity. I'm not saying they will support your foolishness or your laziness. No, I'm saying they will empower your strength. Avoid people or situations that trigger self-doubt. Avoid people that trigger negativity in you. Avoid them at all costs. Remember what we anchor today's episode on. One thing to keep today: keep your self-doubt off. Thank you. We'll talk tomorrow.